Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We are just getting started.
Real chance! Marvellous goal! Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Jeff United Chiba are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Guardiola. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Tries to get it clear.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Stood up well to him there. O'Shea defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. O'Shea. Desai. Rijkaard. And it's Roberto Carlos. Aims beyond the defence. That is good alertness. Nedved.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
To Pepe. Silvestre. That's really well manoeuvred. Engages and forces him off the ball. Toure ventures forward.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
That is good strength. And this is Cruyff. Makalele did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Nicely weighted ball. It's a promising position. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Cruyff. And here's Roberto Carlos. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Pinches it off him. Rema did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Quality ball. And a chance! And how good was that? A finish of true class. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Borussia Dortmund are doing very nice. And Hullet! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Hullet deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's O'Shea. And here's Messi. Knocks it into space. An instinctive delivery. Keeper has taken decisive action. That's a sharp pass. Mbappe is always playing with one eye on the spectacular.
Borussia Dortmund definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Intercepts the throw. That's well read. It's gone out for a throw-in. Roberto Carlos. Hazard. And here's Cruyff.
Cruyff really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Desai. Yaya Toure. Opts for safety. Ball is over the line. Guardiola. And he's forced to go back. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. And it's Hazard. Guardiola does really well there. He is strong.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's a sharp little ball here. He's shifting through the gear. Shot, surely! Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway. Well, for Pepe, this is the time to get that stern focus in his eyes.
Yes, it's that look that says, I'll win at all costs, and you better be prepared for what's coming.
Well, he knows, doesn't he? He just knows. At the core of his game is winning battles, physical, aerial, mental. To him, winning, however he does it, matters most. Messi. Yaya Toure. And here's Azar. Out towards the flank. And it's Rijkaard. For Yaya Toure. And it's Rijkaard. Can he get on the end of this? And it's played in. Chiellini getting this one clear. Well, they've got it again. Caught offside that time. Azar. And here's Cruyff. Azar. Now, can they get him away? Forced to go back. They've got to be quick to recover this. That's very neat. No outsmarting him this time. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Passing nice and neat. Cruyff. And here's it! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Decent chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Caicedo. Cafu. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And it's O'Shea. Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Hazard. Shoots! There it is! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess...
He's having a pop! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Roberto Carlos. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And this is Azar, and this is Cruyff. Chiellini eases the ball away from him. Messi gets on his bike and on the move. Now it's Haaland. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score... Oh, good climb! And that's a good finish. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And this is Messi. Cafu. And this is Messi. Yaya Toure. And it's Hullet. He's a sharp little ball here.
1 minute added time.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Haaland. And no, that was never going to make it. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far.
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
But it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. Back underway then.
Jeff, Chiba clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Hazard. Chance for a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Messi. And it's Kukçu. Spread to the right. And he's managed to get free. He might be in here. Big chance! And he nearly went all the way.
And that was really positive from him. He was far too good for those defenders and nearly scored a cracker.
Now it's Haaland. Kvaratskhelia. Threads one in. Now it's Cruyff. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of it.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And this is Hullet. And here's Cruyff! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Yaya Toure. Desai. And it's Messi. Ball played for Rijkaard. And here's Hullet. Closing in on goal. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Hazard wins the duel this time. Yaya Toure plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Rijkaard. And here's Cruyff. He is just caressing the ball. And he is deftly away. Rijkaard. Roberto Carlos tries to pass it through. Rijkaard finding himself in space. Oh, great leap! It's a goal! And they're back in front! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Substitution. Substitution on the field. Number 14.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
7.
Jeff United Chiba leading
3.
now.
Rijkaard.
Haaland.
Number 10. Messi.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency but it's potency they need.
Number 19, Rui Costa.
And it's Roberto Carlos.
Gattuso.
Looking for the run. Oh, perfectly measured that. Hoeneß going face-to-face with his great rival. Iniesta.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
And he has shown him a yellow card. Grimaldo. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. And this is Iniesta. Now it's... And a chance! And that really should have been that.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Messi. And Pepe. Jeff United Chiba, moments now away from seeing this one out. And there's green grass ahead of him.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
Jeff Chiba really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's intervened well there.
1 minute added time.
O'Shea, all the way back. And that will be it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So straight into the action. Toure did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Lamine Yamal must have made the worst possible choice there. It was crying out to be released left.
Great defending, strong and determined. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Pull it.
I'd really like to see Ronaldinho given freedom on the left flank here, Peter.
Yeah, the idea being that, of course, he can make good use of those dancing feet.
Yeah, and playing out wide just gives him more room and allows him to come inside onto his stronger foot, either to shoot or to link up with those who are congregating centrally.
Koundé. So no chances falling either way for the time being. Ball played for Rijkaard. Saliba. And it's Zanetti. And he goes cross-field.
Good switch, that.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Tries to play it through. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Zanetti. Dani Olmo. Ball's gone out of play. McTominay. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Roberto Carlos is in a really good position out wide. Argentina are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Cruyff is fouled. Roberto Carlos is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And it's Rijkaard. Rijkaard going forward. Drop shapes to shoot! He's got away with one there. Koundé. Now it's Girassi. Hazard. And here's Hullet. That looks a decent... And Hullet! Oh, that is really good tenacity.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Roberto Carlos goes short. Spread to the right.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's a pretty loose pass. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. That's going wide left. Danny Olmo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
That's good play from him.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Roberto Carlos. Aimed beyond the defence. Roberto Carlos. And that's aimed into the middle. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That'll be a throw. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ronaldinho.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Yamal. Well, there's the clearance. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Jeff, Chiba clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Rijkaard. Yaya Toure can see things others simply cannot. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. Now it's Ronaldinho. Zanetti. Danny Olmo. That's an excellent interception.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Olmo. He's had it taken off him. Oh, they could break here. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Zanetti. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. It's Pedri. And here's Ronaldinho. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Gullit is onto it in a flash. Now it's Girassi, and this is Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho! Cross. Oh, he's been caught napping. That's going to go a long way. He has a look out. Ronaldinho unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, that's a key interception. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Rijkaard producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Pedri has a look and plays it forward. Ronaldinho. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Gullit could move up a gear here. Yaya Toure. And it's Rijkaard. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 14. Entrará al campo. Número 11. Cambio.
That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well. Argentina have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Iniesta. Kimmich. For Yaya Toure.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Nice physical challenge. Van Dijk. Pedri. Rijkaard. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. It's Rui Costa. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well, that toss surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Now, looking to orchestrate a counter. Hernes. Rui Costa. Ronaldinho proves too strong. We are into overtime. Now it's Dani Olmo. And there goes the final whistle. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So things are underway. Now, can they get him away? O'Shea receives it in a wide position. And that is out of play.
Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long, if he's allowed to, of course. But if he starts beating people and getting balls into the box consistently, I can only see one winner here.
And he does it with such an unassuming demeanour. He makes the ordinary look beautiful, doesn't he?
He does, absolutely. His game is just laced with moments of sheer brilliance.
He's shifting through the gears here. Rijkaard. Cantona. Cantona gets on his bike and on the move. Cantona! It's bounced back off the post. Silvestre gets it away. Cantona. Cantona purring through the gear. Goes for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Referee's given a throw. Neither side yet able to find the net. That has been slung wide. Desai, always a very imposing presence at the back. Jeff United Chiba do have a chance to counter here. Rijkaard. Hazard. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Messi. And it's Gullit. Now it's Dembele. That's going wide left. Oh, super ball! Forlan unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Ronaldinho. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's going to go a long way. Can he get it through? Plays it in, and the shot! He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. And he gets rid in a hurry. O'Shea attempts a clearance. That's destined for the flank. He's picked his way through. Delivers with... Get up there! Goal! Al-Ittihad! Al-Ittihad take the lead. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Al-Ittihad have penetrated for the first time.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Cantona, the specialist in tearing teams apart. He has a look up. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. That's really well cleared. But they've got it again.
Jeff Chiba truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Oh, this looks sharp.
Right card.
Forlan. Distributed tidily. And he skips past his man, and it's Forlan. And the counter is on. Cantona. Now it's Hullet. Over to the right flank. Spread neatly. Lovely, now then. Good ball, good take. Shot a goal! And again, he is at his elastic best.
Cantona really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Roberto Carlos goes short. And this is Cruyff! And the ball's come loose here. Messi gets it clear. And here's Cantona. That's good play. And that signals the end of the first period. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Jeff United Chiba currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And hostilities. Tries a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Azar. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. And here's Hullet. O'Shea picks it up out wide. Rijkaard. Now it's Cruyff. And the shot's on here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now this could be a chance. Hullet was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Messi. Jeff United Chiba still chasing a 1-goal deficit here. Roberto Carlos. And he's in on goal. Azar. Hazard running with intent. Rijkaard. Wriggles his way through.
Jeff Chiba really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Strong running down that left flank. Now it's Azar. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And this is Hullet. Big chance! And that's a tiny finish. And this is getting better and better. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Al-Ittihad are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bastoni. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Into the last quarter of an hour.
And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
And he's managed to get rid. Dembele. And Silvestre. Bastoni. That has not gone well. Zanetti. Ronaldinho looking to receive it in space. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And this is Hazard. Driving forward. Tries to play it through. Cruyff. Has a look and plays it forward. Cantona. And it's Yaya Toure. Desai. And it's Hullet. Cruyff.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that interception was... And we're done. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things already rolling. And here's Bale. Oh, that's neat. The cross.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Good running, strong and purposeful. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And it's Robertson. He slings it in. That's the keeper's ball. Roberto Carlos venturing down the left.
Yaya Toure will be key here, Peter. His versatility and drive makes him a nightmare for the opposition.
He was actually a much more conventional holding midfield player in his younger days, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he's come on in leaps and bounds since then. In fact,
there's the shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Roberto Carlos. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Rijkaard. Not where it came from. Pull it. Still goalless. And it's Bale. Now it's Gerrard. Pull it. Never out of the action for very long. Cruyff going face to face with his great rival. Yaya Toure. Desai. Pull it. And it's Rijkaard. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
it's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Here's a shot! And that's off target.
Forlan probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Ibrahimovic. Howson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Owen. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance for a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. And it's O'Shea. And this is Hullet. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Hullet. And here's Ibrahimovic. Hullet! That had everyone off their seats.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target. Jeff Chiba can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. O'Shea. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Owen. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cruyff. Roberto Carlos. Cruyff. Rijkaard, who's set up one goal so far. And that brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Jeff United Chiba come in leading by just the odd goal.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Jeff United Chiba leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Jeff Chiba can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Gerrard. Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Forlan. And Robertson. Can he get on the end of this? Looking for the far post. Roberto Carlos getting this one clear. Tries to play it through. McTominay defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Hullet dominates aerially so often. And it's Hullet. Botafogo appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. Jeff Chiba clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Threads one in. Oh, well played. Still just a single goal between the sides. Ambitious ball here. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Roberto Carlos. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's not looking good, Peter. You can't just stop playing once you've gone ahead. You're letting the opposition know that you can be got at, and they can so easily raise the pace and tempo to do just that.
Now it's Forlan. He's a sharp little ball here. He has found the way through. In towards the back stick.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He's in a good position here. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Showing good feet. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Opts to play it back. Bale has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. O'Shea. Hullet. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Substituição em andamento.
Totti. Robertson looking to receive it in space. And he gets rid in a hurry. Keeper's dealt with that.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And it's Gerrard. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Bale. Totti. Now it's Forlan. Desai was in no mood for any of that. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go for it turn.
And the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Camisa 9. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 23.
Vinicius Junior wins the duel this time. That's a little off target. And here's Thuram. And it's Rijkaard. Yaya Toure can see things others simply cannot. Rijkaard. Now it's Bale. Oh, well measured.
Pretty robust defending.
Roberto Carlos aims beyond the defence. Bale tries to pass it through. Gerrard.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball.
And he shoots! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Jeter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Vai ser substituído pelo jogador, camisa 27.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And that is the last of the action. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. And it's Hullet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. There will be a throw-in. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Knocks it into space. Azar. Cruyff. So what can they make of this? Now that looks a decent ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Roberto Carlos. And that is headed for the middle. And that has been cleared. And they've got rid. That'll be a throw. Desai. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Space for him to turn and look. Well, that is one way to stop him. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he is going into that little black book. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Fermin. I know he's seen through all of that. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Rijkaard. Jeff United Chiba are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Roberto Carlos charging forward down that flank. And it's Rijkaard. And here's Hullet. That's tidy. Jeff United Chiba have a free kick.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box, they just need a good delivery.
So, another set play. That's very neat. And this is Hullet. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Azar, forced to go back. Chance for a shot! That is wonderful from Rijkaard! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And there is your opener. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it, he will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And the shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Marquinhos, always a very imposing presence at the back. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And it's Lopez. It's a really well-measured ball. And he's picked it up out wide. Yamal. Oh, this is a terrific run. And the finish! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mbappe scooting forward. He's had it taken off him. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. Fermin, and he's there to make the challenge. Fermin really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And this is Hazard. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Jeff United Chiba presented with a golden opportunity here. A big, deep breath. Oh, great save by Dida! And the referee says that is that for the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it sets up a very entertaining second half, Peter. Who's going to make the first move, trying to win this, and how they might find a way to sustain good pressure.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. We're already back up and running after half-time.
Jeff Chiba are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
DiMarco with the short one. Played in. Bullish header! And it's a goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and made it perfectly.
Bragantino with the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Roberto Carlos. And it's Rijkaard. That's a sharp pass. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's found a way through. He's shifting through the gears here. Roberto Carlos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Over to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Rijkaard. It's a promising position. Nicely weighted ball. O'Shea gets into a good position. Terrific effort! No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Van Dijk. Gerrard. Now Mbappe. Now it's Shevchenko. Tries to play it through. And he shoots! Well, that is commitment to the cause. can clear their lines. Nice interception, well timed. It's Gerrard! And it's Gerrard. Rijkaard, given the lift of his goal. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Yaya Toure. Look at the space here. Goes for a shot! Tries to get it clear. Good running, strong and purposeful.
Jeff Chiba really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Substitution on the field. Number 14.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And it's Rijkaard. Rijkaard. Yaya Toure. Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Great defending, strong and determined.
Jeff Chiba really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have...
Thuram! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, great leap! And a truly agonising miss.
He really didn't cover himself in any glory. His finishing let him down when he needed it most.
Jeff United Chiba are running out of time and out of options.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
He's got away. Yamal.
That's good play from him.
Stood up well to him there. Roberto Carlos defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. And here's Thuram. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
Jeff Chiba really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks and sustain some pressure.
He has found the way through. Azar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Marquinhos. Yamal. Yamal. Now it's McAllister. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's found support out wide. And a header! Shevchenko gets flagged offside. Gerrard. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Hullet. And here's Thuram. And time is up. Jeff United Chiba illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen...